Yes.
So you tell me when you're ready and then we can start streaming?
We're all good.
All good to go?
Yep.
Excellent, right. So, good morning everybody, and thank you very much for coming to see us at DHL. The purpose of today is to sign a sponsorship agreement between Suiderhof School and DHL Namibia. The program came about, I think, Vessel, 2 years ago when we started the initial discussions and we wanted to see how things go. Or was it even further back?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
2 years ago. And the whole idea behind it was that Vessel took on the responsibility of coaching some kids at Suiderhof, rugby, and in Namibia we're always short of one thing, and that's money. We're not short of talent. We have the talent, but we don't have the money. And so we started an engagement between DHL and Suiderhof, led by Vessel, about how we could support the school in terms of making facilities available, equipment, etc. And so Vessel then built up a very good relationship with my commercial manager, Alonso Sebastian, and his team members. And over time, that basically evolved into a deepening of relationship. And when I had the opportunity to secure some funding through our parent company, DHL Group, I didn't wait twice. I spoke to Alonso and said, look, this is what I've been able to secure. Is that something that would help Suiderhof School? And the answer was emphatically yes, from Alonso and from Vessel. So on that basis, we then agreed on the items that DHL Namibia would support Suiderhof with, and that has now resulted in the culmination of a 3-year sponsorship that we will sign with Suiderhof School. And I hope it will be a fruitful relationship that will actually help the kids, because one of the main reasons why we do it as DHL, it's about giving the talent that we have in Namibia the opportunity to develop with your coaching and your assistant coaches, and give somebody an opportunity to maybe shine much later on in life in professional rugby, and that's because they had the ability to get support at Suiderhof School. So on that note, Vessel, I hand over to you and the headmistress to see if there were any other nice words you would like to say or something that you'd like to add, and then of course Alonso, you also get to say something.
Is just to add to what Derek said, is initially the relationship started 2 years back, and for the first time around was initially just a request for DHL jerseys to help the boys, because we had just made the playoffs to the National League, and since then we've done some good things at Suiderhof Rugby, and like you said, it's not always possible without financial backing, and we've had several programs. We've had players make regional teams, national teams. We had social programs where we run schemes where we get food parcels for our soup kitchen. All in all, that is what Suiderhof Rugby is about. And now the good thing is to have a backing like a DHL. It will just make it so much sweeter. We will be able to do much more, reach more, and the fact that we can now call ourselves DHL Suiderhof Rugby, it's got a little ring to it. Like Derek mentioned, in Alonso, we've been working at this relationship for the past 2 years, and now it's bearing fruit. And I believe the next 3 years, there's some exciting things coming, and I'm actually looking forward.
Fantastic. Do you want to talk to us a little bit about your latest endeavor with the girls rugby team?
Yes. Initially, it started with just one girl being interested in taking part, and it was a bit of a challenge for us because we didn't know how to go about coaching the girl child. So from our coaching staff point of view, we also had to do a little bit of research, and initially Caitlin started playing in the boys team. She's been playing the whole Comoros Regional League, and as luck would have it, word started spreading in the school grounds, and before we knew it, it was not just one girl. There was 2 more, 3 more, 4 more, and when we did it last count, we had 35 girls that were interested in playing rugby, and that's how it started. So then we got a coach, her name is Suiderhof. She plays for United. She's also a colleague of mine. We pulled her in, and then we started a fully girls team. And as you might have it, girls, they mature faster than boys. They catch up faster, and they actually played one sports tournament so far. And we are looking at building, like we said, instead of rugby, we are all about breaking the barriers. So there was just one in a list of barriers that we're tackling one by one.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for that, Wessel. And anything from you?
I might want to say it for the last, just to give the thanks to
Sure.
DHL.
Then I'll ask Alonso to speak.
Yeah, so I just want to say that we sit here as adults, professionals, and so forth, and doing this, which is a great job. But it's really at the core about the kids who are actually not necessarily in the picture. I don't know if you have them in the picture, but it's about you guys. It's about you having the opportunity to see the world differently, to go beyond your limitations, and actually having an opportunity to shine, possibly eventually on a world stage. I remember that we had a chat after the first tennis-side, which we did this year, and I said to Vessel that what would be great for me would be to see one of you guys one day. I'm watching a World Cup game, and I'm seeing one of you guys playing for Namibia. One of you representing. That to me would be a job well done. All of this will have been worthwhile. So I want you to take this message with you. Take it as a challenge. As you go out, as every day you get on the field, you're giving it your all. You're representing Suiderhof, you're representing DHL as well, but most importantly, you're working towards your own personal dreams. Yeah. So that's all I have to say.
Thank you for that, Alonso.
Okay, mine is, as a sports person myself, and a front runner of the girl or women child, I'm actually glad that Mr. Vessel came up with even the girls team. I don't think even my former school or where I'm coming from, they had a girls team. And one thing that I can also assure DHL is with Vessel as the captain in that ship, you can be rest assured that every penny we will value it.
Thank you very much for those kind words. On that note, could I ask you to open up the document? And then what I would ask you to do is you could initial each page on the bottom right hand side above the number, and then on the last page you just put your signature.
Above the number.
Yeah.
Give me seconds there.
That's it?
Each page above the number.
Yeah, above the number, that's fine.
And then,
And then you sign where your name is being put. And if I could then ask that we exchange this, we're going to have to do this 3 more times, which means the photographer gets plenty of opportunity to get the best side of us.
so
Right. And then we exchange to the left. Alonso, you can pass these two on. We'll get those two. Thank you.
Last page, I have a few messages to it starts with the signature.
Fantastic. Fantastic. I thank you very much for joining us for this short period, and thank you to the kids. I know it's tough being away from class for such a long time. It's probably not. If they were anything like me, I spent most of my time on the field and very little time in the classroom.
I don't think that they will even concentrate after this.
And then if I just could ask in closing, Vessel and Alonso, if you could just exchange handshake, and then we'll get that photo for tomorrow's main newspaper.
Okay.
Yeah?
Should we hold the
You hold it and then just exchange, and that's fine.
standing?
Yes, I think it's better to stand. Let's make it official. I want to start introducing my team as the DHL Suiderhof Rugby team.
Should we? Okay.
And then look at the camera here.
Smile.
Thank you.
He's already got a cramp in his cheek, I can see. But thank you very much. So that concludes today's proceedings. Thank you very much for making the time to come and see us. I'm glad I can put a face to the name to who's the real boss. At least that's what the kids tell me, you're the real boss there. Yeah? And then if we can have the kids just move in right behind him, and we'll take one final photo, and fantastic.
Wat ek dink is, julle kan sit, dan staan hulle.
Dan staan hulle.
Omruil.
Ja, sy's bietjie korter.
That's right.
Daar sê perfect.
Dynamite comes in small packages.
Daar sê net so. One more. Thank you very much.
Is that absolutely, Nathan?
That is perfect.
Ons moet
Yes.
erop.
Yeah.
Almal sin.
Is mag ingetrek.
Dis almal
Ik
in.
heb trek bors uitgedrukt. Kijk my spieren hoe goed dit is.
Almal is in, baie dankie.
Good. So thank you very much, everybody. It's a real privilege for us to be able to sponsor Suiderhof, and I look forward to how the team will progress in the next season. And I think our next program is the Sevens, is that right, Vessel?
Yeah, DHL Sevens.
DHL Sevens, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
And DHL has a long association with Sevens. So one of the things we do sponsor is the Dubai Rugby Sevens, where teams from the Southern Hemisphere have been incredibly successful.
That's true.
Excellent.
Thank you, Dirk. Lanza,
Um,
thank you.
No, it's not off the record.